again. Okay, everything's gonna be okay.
Katie!
Oh, Chris, thank God you're here. She's right there. Oh, God.
Krebs. Look out. What happened here? What happened?
Get Katie out of here, Chris. Make sure she's okay.
All right.
I don't know how long she's been out. I got a pulse.
It's very erratic.
Wow, that was a loud one, huh, Parker? You know what thunder is? It's Angels bowling.
Don't insult a cowboy's intelligence. Parker knows all about thunder, don't you, hombre?
Yeah.
Yeah, he knows it's just a bunch of hot air going up against a bunch of cold air, right?
And who better to explain hot air than you, Craig?
Did you know demean me tonight? I locate Carly. I saved my wife from a life in prison. This is an exemplary night for me. Enough of me. Let's get inside before we get swept away by a torrential downpour. Ready to dismount? Okay. Let's go. Ooh.
Daddy!
Hey, Parker, why don't you run inside and say hello to Jack?
Wait, before you say anything, I know that my dinner with Parker was not supposed to include this guy, but...
But you just decided that it was okay for my son to hang out with the guy whose wife is the prime suspect in Carly's murder?
While you professionals have been dragging the lake and gearing up for a funeral, this is the only guy who had sense enough to look for a living Carly. And as a result, I'm here to clear Rosanna's name and get those asinine charges dropped.
Get him out of my sight.
No, wait. I know that he sounds crazy because I thought he was too when he first came to me, but I promise you, Hal, if you listen to him, you won't regret it.
I better.
Hey, Molly.
Hey, Jack.
What is he doing here?
I'm here to save your sorry tale again, Jack. And call off the search and get ready to say, I'm sorry. Because I know where Carly is.
Bet you'd forgotten how beautiful these sunsets can be in Big Sky Country.
I haven't forgotten a thing about Montana.
Doc Banks ought to be out here later on.
Well, good. As soon as he gives me a clean bill of health, I'll be on my way.
Where to? Back home?
No, I'm gonna start fresh. Someplace new. Somewhere that isn't so full of memories.
Hello. How are you?
Hello, my sweetheart. Oh.
My sister hates me.
Oh, sure. No, she doesn't. That's ridiculous, darling. She adores
No,
you.
she
and why
hates me.
shouldn't she?
She hates me. She just told me she wants me out of her life for good.
Oh.
I'll start at the beginning. There was a break-in at the Roller Palace tonight.
Oh, there was a robbery?
Yes.
Well, shouldn't that be Rose's first paramount concern this evening?
That is part of it. Yes,
Yeah.
Rose is fine. But
Yeah.
Dusty was involved with this somehow. Dusty and the hoodlums that he's got himself involved with.
Wait a minute. You're saying to me that Dusty has sunk so low that he sends people to rob beauty parlors?
No, but he's involved somehow. And Rose knows this. And you suggest to her maybe it's better off. Get him out of your life. What does she do? She defends the man.
Oh. And how does she go about that?
She thinks he still cares about her. Can you believe, after everything he has done to her?
And Paul, not even memorialized yet.
Exactly. I said that to her. I did. I mentioned that. She accused me of thinking she was trash. I've tried to call her. I've left messages on her cell phone. She's not picking up. How could she trust Dusty, a man like that, with anything? Especially her heart.
Or maybe she's found the one part of his anatomy that still responds to normal human stimulation.
Maybe. But she was happy before he came along, right? Marrying. Thinking about it, Paul, this wonderful guy, and now Dusty shows up, destroys everything.
Dusty, 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 come on, Lily. I mean, Rose has her reasons for what she's doing. I mean, I know it's very admirable. I don't care what Rose does, as a matter of fact. All right, you care, so I care.
Thank you.
All right.
Yes, I do care about her. She's part of my life. I love her, but if anything happens to her, I'm going to kill her.
Nothing is going to happen to her. She is tough as old boots. Give her a couple of days. When she wants something, she'll come around.
I don't know. I think she's in real danger. I really don't know if she has much time.
It's you. You all right? Anybody follow you here?
I've
I couldn't really tell with these dark sunglasses, but it's a good thing I had them on because I saw Miss Walsh and Lily downstairs talking. Probably talking about how much I'm messing up my life.
Well, yeah, they probably, don't like the fact that you're over here, especially after that attack at the shop tonight. I don't know.
It wasn't your fault. This is my life. Doesn't matter what they think anyway, it's my life. A life that you saved. Tonight.
I was just at the right place, at the right time. So... what can I get you to drink? Or maybe we should order you some dinner.
Why don't we just stop pretending? We both know why I'm here.
Katie, did you see what happened to Nurse Krebs?
No, I tripped over something that was coming out from under the bed, and it was a hand. It was her hand. I pushed the bed away, and she was just lying there completely still. And, oh, God, Chris, I'm sorry. I didn't know what to do. I feel like I'm going to throw up.
Oh, you're going to be all right. Just try and breathe. Deep breath.
God, it was so deserted up here. There was lightning and thunder, and the lights were going on and off like they were going to go out. And there was a guy sitting here in a wheelchair. I couldn't see his face, and maybe he saw something.
A guy in a wheelchair?
Yeah, he was trying to make his way down the hall, so I told him, wait here. I'll help you get back to your room, and then he's gone.
Well, maybe somebody else helped him out.
No, that wouldn't make sense. There wouldn't be enough time because he would have heard me screaming, and they would have come to get me, right?
Oh, God, Allison. Did you hear about Nurse Krebs? I couldn't believe it. It must be so awful finding somebody like that.
I'm freaking out. Every time I turn around, I'm coming face to face with a corpse.
No, she's not dead. They found a pulse, so they're still working on it.
Oh, thank goodness, but she's too young to die. They'll be able to do something, right?
She's gone. We're not going to bring her back from this. Okay, I'm calling it. Time of death, 10:22.
Anything I can do to help?
Oh, it's too late. No cardiac function.
But how? Was she ill? Any history of heart disease?
No sign of blunt force trauma, no sign of struggle, and as far as I can see so far, no sign of injury.
After the family's notified, I want an autopsy performed.
Bob, I may have some insight into at least part of the story. When we were at the Lakeview, Nurse Krebs left a message on my voicemail.
What'd she say?
She said that she found an empty vial of medication in the room where Myrtle Scott died.
Yeah. I guess I do know why you're here. And that's why I'm going to tell you to leave.
I'm here because I want to be here. Because I couldn't stay away from you. Because I hear your voice on the phone and I hear you breathing.
I can't do it.
No, we already talked about this.
You don't understand something. I want you to myself. Do you understand that? But your family's involved now. What are we gonna do? I got Lily.
Forget about Lily. Lily can't tell me what to do. It's none of her business. I told her I want you to be a part of my life, and she can accept that. And she's no longer a part of my life. That's it.
What are you gonna do? Cut your sister out of your life just like that?
I'm not living
That's
by
crazy.
Lily Snyder's rules. No way.
She doesn't want you around me because she's trying to protect you. She knows that I have a dangerous past and that I have a questionable future.
No, she doesn't want to know because she knows. She's angry with you about what happened with Paul.
No, she knows that I am involved with nasty people. And she doesn't want it to affect you more than it already has.
I don't want you involved with those people either. And if anything happens to you, I don't know what I'm
Nothing's gonna happen to me because I can take care of myself. But if you get involved with me, if you and I get involved, then you're at risk. And then I can't accept that, and neither can Lily. She is right. I'm not good for you. I'm not good for you. I'll put you in danger.
I can live with a little danger.
I can't. You understand what I'm saying? I can't. When I saw that guy put his hands on you tonight, I was gonna kill him. And in that moment, I knew that I would never let anything happen to you, that I would take care of you. That's my job. And to get that job done, I'm saying goodbye.
Well, my darling, risk of sounding like your mother.
Oh, no, please. You do not have to lecture me. No, don't.
I'm afraid I do, darling. It's admirable. You adore your twin and you want to help her, but I just have to mention something. When it comes to matters of the heart, a girl doesn't like to be told that she's making a big mistake, certainly not by somebody that she loves.
Who's gonna tell her? Somebody has to do it.
And, she's not the only girl in the world that feels that way. When I think of all the times that I tried with you, when you were not doing too well with your fellas, and what did I get? I just got alienated from you.
There was a big difference there. Wasn't I right about Holden? Yes. Yes. And Rose is wrong about Dusty. She doesn't need any shocks to her heart right now, not after the way that Paul died. That's only thing Dusty can offer her. Shock.
If it happens.
When it happens.
If it happens, and by the way, I love Holden now.
Thank you.
We'll be there, baby. We'll be there for her. We'll pick up the pieces. We'll do whatever we have to do in the meantime. I would counsel turning a blind eye, or maybe even apologizing.
What if I don't like either one of those options?
Let's have another. Oh, you going to abandon me, my darling?
If I'm going to make amends, I should get started. I'm sorry.
Okay, darling. Oh, you're formidable. And good luck to you.
You found Carly? How'd you manage that?
Out of the mouths of babes.
Parker? Hey, you know where Mommy is?
Yes.
Yeah? Where is she?
Mushy Bells.
Mushy Bells. Mushy Bells, the same thing he says every time I ask him. Mushy Bells.
That's because that's how he heard it from his mommy, right, Parker? Mushy Bells is mussel shell, Jack. Mussel shell, Carly went home.
She went to Montana?
Yeah.
And the truth sinks in with a deafening thud. Now can we get these murder charges dropped since we have neither a murder nor a corpse?
Parker, are you sure that Mommy said mussel shell?
Yes, we were coloring. She drew on the paper.
You mean she left a note?
Yes.
Here it is, right here. Jack, she says she's going to Muscle Show.
It's unbelievable. Right in front of me the whole time. I missed it. I can't believe I missed it.
Jack, it doesn't matter. All that matters is that Carly is alive.
Parker, why didn't you tell me or Emily or Jack about the note that Mommy left before she went, huh?
Nobody asked.
Exactly.
It's true, he's got a point. Nobody asked.
What does Carly say, Jack?
Dear Hal and Emily, I'm sorry for taking off like this, but I have to get out of here before I explode. I invited Parker to come with me to Muscle Shell, but he said he'd miss Will and Daniel too much. I know you'll look after my little guy for me and tell everyone I'll be in touch when the time is right. And when you see Jack.
When you see Jack, tell him I love him and I wish he was here.
How's she look, Doc?
Blood pressure looks good. And temperature? Perfect.
Sounds like a clean bill of health to me.
Yeah. Any shortness of breath or dizziness, headaches?
No.
How about cramping, nausea?
No. No, none of the above. I haven't felt this good in weeks.
She's been making all kinds of noise about packing up and leaving soon, but I think it's a little late in the pregnancy for that, don't you?
No. With your medical history, you need to stay put.
You hear that? Doctor's orders. You are not going anywhere. Thanks for coming by, Doc. I'll see you out.
Are you sure you want me to go? And don't.
What am I doing?
Hi, Mitzi. Is my sister here?
Nobody here but us chickens. Oh, sorry. I hate thunderstorms. They give me the willies.
Where is she?
Did you check the shop?
The shop? It's last place. I thought she would be after the break-in tonight.
What break-in? What break-in? Is Rose okay?
Oh, no, Rose is fine.
Did she take
Everything is
anything?
fine. Dusty tried to catch the guy, but he couldn't.
Dusty.
Yeah, she was closing up shop. She had one last customer, but Dusty came back to make sure no more damage was done.
Well, isn't that a big fat coinkydink? He's there at the right place at the right time to save the day.
Of course. Yeah, I thought the same thing. I got my head bitten off suggesting it.
Oh. So, we're just supposed to stand by and watch Rose get hurt?
That's what my mother thinks. I told Rose, I said I was very concerned about Dusty, that he was dangerous, and she basically told me that if she had to choose between having Dusty in her life or me, she would choose Dusty.
Oh, well, you know Rose. I mean, she just gets hot under the collar, says things she doesn't mean.
No, she meant it. So I've decided that I'm just gonna keep my own thoughts about Dusty where he's concerned. Forget it.
You think what you gotta think, but I know what I know.
Just wish he was here to apologize to Rose, you know?
Well, knowing her, she could be anywhere. I mean, there's no telling when she'll turn up.
Okay, I'm just gonna leave a note, if you don't mind.
You sure?
Yeah, Holden's out of town. I gotta go back and relieve the babysitter. So.
Okay, I'm sure we got a pen and paper around here somewhere.
Sure you do.
Don't move. I'll be right back.
Okay.
Lily? What's going on? Lily? Lily? Oh, Lily!
Coming up on As the World Turns.
You think that Dusty would hurt Lily because they had a difference of opinion? I'm telling you right now, Margot, you have the wrong guy.
These Krebs was drugged with a medication strong enough to kill her by someone who wanted to keep it secret.
Now that you know she's alive, you gonna stand here kicking yourself for wasting time? Or are you gonna get on the next flight to Montana?
Rose, you gotta do something.
I was kind of in the middle of something right now.
Listen, Lily was here, and she disappeared.
Oh, forget about her. She's probably off doing something for herself. Forget it. No, good riddance.
No, you don't understand. I mean, her purse is still here, but she's not. I mean, the door was left open. Things are scattered everywhere. It doesn't look good, Rose.
What are you saying?
I think Lily's in trouble. Big trouble.
Hang up. Hang up right now and call police. Right now. Mitzi, you got it? Okay. I gotta go.
What's going on?
Lily.
Well, something severely screwy's going on around here. People die, yeah, it's a hospital. When a perfectly healthy nurse drops dead for no apparent reason, gotta start asking yourself a few questions. Know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, I do. Hey! Look who was outside playing bricks and concrete in the storm.
Hey, Allison, what's going on? Are you all right?
No.
Come here, come over here and talk to me.
This has got to be the worst night of my entire life. I don't know what's wrong with me, Mike. It's like I'm cursed or something. Every time I walk into a room, someone ends up dead.
It can't be that bad.
Do you know how many bodies I've found since I started working here? 3. They're gonna start calling me the angel of death. Patients are gonna start avoiding me. They'll probably assign me to the morgue so I can't do any more damage.
Come on.
I'm serious, Mike. You should probably want to stay away from me, too, if you know what's good for you, because I don't think anyone's safe around me.
Look, you've had some bad luck, no doubt about it. Okay, but everything's gonna be all right.
Nurse Krebs, though. Allison and I had just seen her a few hours before. She was giving us a hard time, like always. I went looking for her, and she ends up dead.
That is not your fault, Katie.
I just don't understand why this keeps happening to me. I mean, I'm trying to help people, and they wind up dying. Mr. Crumley, I was trying to make him more comfortable. And you and I, when we found that body at the old mill, we were just trying to put up posters to help try and find Carly. And when I was looking for Mrs. Krebs, I was trying to get someone out of trouble.
Like I said, bad luck, that's all it is. Coincidence.
Do you really think so?
Yes. Okay. If we go to Al's Diner and the waitress ends up dropping dead from taking your order, that is a coincidence. Okay? If all we go to a pet store and all the fish go belly up, that's another coincidence. Okay? And if you come out to the cottage and all the bluebills and the daffodils and whatever else grows out there, they wilt at the mere sight of you, well, don't come knocking on my door, then I'm gonna be as far away from you as possible.
Oh, thanks.
It's not gonna happen, okay? And I'm not going anywhere. Because I happen to think that you brought me a lot more good luck than you have bad. After all, the body at the old mill didn't turn out to be Carly, did it?
No.
Because you're my lucky charm. You're right there next to me praying for good news, right?
Oh, man, I know why all those women come running to you when they have problems. A few minutes ago, I thought I'd never smile again.
You want me to take you home?
But,
I'll stay there till the storm passes, or until you pass out, whatever comes first.
Deal.
I'm not gonna get struck by lightning on the way or anything, am I? I'm just kidding, Come on, let's go. I'm gonna see what the latest is with Nurse Krebs. I'll be back.
So are we still on for tomorrow? Allison,
Huh? Did you say something?
we made a date for tomorrow. We still on?
Oh, yeah, sure, tomorrow.
Does Chris know?
I doubt it unless you said something to him. Did you?
Are you saying you don't want him to know?
No, that's not what I'm saying at all. I mean, but I wouldn't want to keep secrets from him or anything.
Well, something tells me that after tomorrow night, there are going to be a few secrets to keep. So, do you want to tell young Dr. Hughes, or shall I?
That's odd. Why would Nurse Krebs call you about a vial of medicine that she found?
I don't know.
You've only been at Memorial a short time, but all of a sudden you're the go-to guy here.
I'm here to pick up Nurse Krebs.
All right, George. Oh, this is Dr. Daniels. He's a forensic pathologist. George Renfrew, our medical examiner. He's going to help us with cause of death.
I've done all I can for now up here. I'll cover her up, and I'll see you in the morgue.
Did you find anything while you were examining the corpse?
As a matter of fact, I did. It was quite interesting. I found a very small puncture on Miss Krebs' arm.
From an inoculation or recent blood donation?
Well, it's possible, except this puncture was made through a mole on the victim's arm.
Meaning?
Well, there are several possibilities. One being that Miss Krebs was drugged with a medication strong enough to kill her by someone who wanted to keep it secret.
I know there's something else that I should be telling you. Why can't I remember?
Mitzi, just relax, relax. And maybe something will come back to you.
Maybe's not going to do it, okay? I need a lot more than maybe, because this is Rose's twin sister we're talking about.
All right. I want you to just relax. I will come back in a few minutes, and we'll go over what happened once again, and maybe something will jog your memory.
Okay. Why won't it just come to me? Margot, come to me. That's what I said to the dog.
Dog?
Yeah, there was a little dog here. He looked like Toto from The Wizard of Oz, except he was like a reddish-brown color.
Well, where is he?
I don't know. He finally came to me, and I scooped him up, and I don't know. The storm must have spooked him, because he wriggled out of my arms, and he ran out the door.
You got that description?
Yeah, I got it.
Why don't you go out and look around, see if you can find him?
You think somebody kidnapped Lily, don't you?
Where is she?
Oh,
Where is she?
Rose, I'm so sorry.
Relax, okay? There's plenty of time to be dramatic later on. I want to know, where is my sister?
We're not quite sure, Rose. Can you tell us why Lily was here tonight?
Yeah, no, I can tell you why she was here, to give me a piece of her mind, like she's been doing all day, to try to fix things, put me down.
No, Rose, listen. You got it all wrong, okay? She didn't come here to hurt you. She came here to tell you that she was wrong and make peace and say she was sorry.
She came here to apologize?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, my God, Miss.
Oh, hey, they're gonna find her. They will.
So, Dusty, I guess you know what my next question's gonna be. Any idea who might be involved in this mysterious disappearance?
Well, I might as well say what's on everyone's mind. What Dr. Daniels is suggesting is that Nurse Krebs was murdered.
I would like to believe that Dr. Daniels is speculating.
I'll know more after my autopsy, but I do have one question. Why haven't the police been brought in already?
Well, there were some who were of another mind.
Disappointed that you can't pin this one on Dr. Hughes. He was at the Lakeview when she collapsed. You'll have to look elsewhere for your suspect.
Rick is right. The only reason Dr. Dixon wanted to call the cops was so that he could take my father's position as chief of staff.
Here's something, Dr. Decker, you're way out of line, and as for you, I don't want to hear another word out of you. You'll be looking for another school to take your internship, if they will have you.
All right, that's enough, all of you. Either we function as a team or we don't function at all. You have no business here. Now go back to work. As for the rest of you, there'll be no more arguing about this, and there'll be no more mention of murder unless we find the facts. Dr. Daniels, can I see you for a minute?
You'll be telling Chris about our date just so he knows we're not keeping anything from him, right? I mean, it would be just heinous if he thought we were rubbing it in his face.
Me? Now, why would I want to advertise having a hot date with a phenomenally sexy girl? Don't answer that. Just leave it to me. I'll break it to him gently.
Well, do you think you're up to the challenge, Gordo?
Well, I'm the man for the job. Every job.
Well, 7 o'clock tomorrow, dressed to kill.
Committed to memory.
Chris, what's wrong? You look so sad.
Nurse Krebs. They're moving her to the morgue.
Do they know what caused it yet?
It's too soon to tell. They're still investigating.
You think they'll let us sit in on the autopsy? Just asking. Oh, well, another 36 hours, another $1.50. You want to walk me to my locker?
Oh, no, thanks. I have to find Nurse Krebs' number so Dr. Bob can call her husband.
And then I'll see you tomorrow night.
I'm looking forward to it.
Later, Hughes. Later.
You're probably wondering what Gordo meant when he said he'd see me tomorrow night.
He meant that he'd see you tomorrow night. It's English. I'm fluent.
I'm not saying that anything major is happening between me and Gordo. I mean, not at this point, but
things could change.
Hey, you want to give me that number? I'll make sure my dad gets it.
That's all you're gonna say?
What do you want from me, Allison?
Well, would it kill you to care, Doctor?
Yea, and a little child shall lead them. Parker Joe Munson needs us straight to proof that his mom left town of her own volition and proof that Rosanna did nothing.
Jack, call the DA, bring her up to speed on the situation, tell her we're dropping the charges.
You know, I think I'll just find the DA myself, get this ball rolling. And Jack, I know you're probably too stunned to thank me for finding your, wife and solving this non-crime, but you're welcome. And by the way, you're right, I won't forget.
I'm gonna head to the station and straighten this out.
Call me if you need me to.
Parker, can I keep this pretty picture?
Okay.
Yeah? Thanks, buddy. I'll see you soon.
Stay in touch. And, Molly, you are forgiven for exposing my child to, unhealthy influences. You can babysit anytime you want.
Thanks, Hal. I'll remember that.
Hey, pretty incredible, huh? Carly's alive, well, and hiding out in Montana.
I can't believe it, Molly. All this time, I thought she was hurt or trapped somewhere. I couldn't breathe. Couldn't sleep. Couldn't think straight. When I wasn't wondering where she was, I was wondering how I'd live my life without her.
You will wonder no more, buddy, because she's right there waiting for you.
I'm not too sure about that, Mom.
Jack, what are you, stupid? The proof is right there in that letter. Tell Jack I love him and I wish he were here. What part of that don't you understand? You have turned yourself and half this town upside down looking for her. Now that you know she's alive, you gonna stand here kicking yourself for wasting time? Or are you gonna get on the next flight to Montana?
There's a killer. 3 people have been murdered stalking Springfield. We cannot rule out anything or anyone. What is the motive?
There's more to it than just the sex and money. People are dying here.
And who is to blame?
You scared of me? You know what they say about a man who has nothing left to lose, don't you? He's the most dangerous man in the world.
This week on Guiding Light.
Walker, I want you to be completely honest with me.
What's the question?
Do you believe that Arlene Krebs could have been murdered?
Well, we're a long way from knowing that answer.
Is there anything I can do to help in the interim?
You have some very suspicious deaths on your hands, to say the least. If I were you, I'd make a very discreet call to the local police.
I think I had something to do with her disappearance. Do you know that Lily and I have been friends since we were kids?
Yeah, so why don't you just answer the question?
Of course not. It's a stupid question.
Well, Dusty, trouble's been trailing you since you came back to town.
Dusty would never hurt Lily. And besides, he was with me for the last couple of hours.
So there's been no change in your relationship with Lily. You two are still on good terms.
You're barking up the wrong tree. He just told you.
Yeah, Mitzi just told us that Lily came here to apologize because you and she had argued about Dusty. You care to elaborate?
Yeah, Lily and I have been going through some rough spots recently. She wanted me to leave town.
Because of what happened between you and Paul and Rose. But you refused. So that was the source of the, anger between the two of you, huh?
No. No, it wasn't like that.
Why don't you tell me how it was, Dusty?
You think that Dusty would hurt Lily because they had a difference of opinion? Come on. That happens. I'm telling you right now, Margot, you got the wrong guy.
Yeah, I hope for both our sakes you're right.
Detective.
Oh, that's him. That's the dog.
There's a note attached to his collar.
What does it say?
She is safe for now. Wait for ransom call.
Where on earth do you think you're going?
I don't know. Anywhere. I just can't stay here anymore.
But you heard the doctor. He doesn't think it's safe for the baby.
We're both gonna be fine. You've been terrific.
Then stay and let us take care of you.
I can't do that. I have to learn how to take care of myself. I have a family to raise.
Not sure about going to Montana, Molly.
What is wrong with you? Jack, are you delirious from lack of food and
No,
sleep?
I'm being realistic. I called her cell phone a half dozen times and left messages. She hasn't gotten back to me. It's a pretty clear indication of what she wants.
No, Jack, it's a pretty clear indication that her cell phone has no signal.
It'll be better if I wait.
For what? To find out if this little girl is yours or if she's Mike's?
I don't have to explain myself to you.
No, you're right, you don't. But you are going to have a lot to explain to this little girl if she's yours, and you weren't there to see her come into this world, Jack. How can you live with yourself? This could be your firstborn child with the woman you love, buddy.
If she's Mike's.
So what? You gonna waste time wondering about that? Carly is your wife. She's yours, and she needs you, you jerk. And the only thing that's gonna keep her from loving you is if you're not there when she needs you the most. Jack, wait, come on, what are you gonna do?
I'm going to Montana.
On the next As the World Turns.
We're getting married again?
Wait. She's gone.
That's what it looks like. You have his phone number. We call it, and Margaret can
No. If you do that and it goes bad, your sister's gonna end up dead.